Hello Aries, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be one going from the 21st to the 26th of funny February. And yes, we will be walking into magical March soon. So things are really changing at the moment. You're actually going through your autumn period at the moment. So you're going to be in energy that might be reflective, looking back over the past year, seeing what worked, what didn't work, and sort of trying to put into place within you the sort of things that you would like to experience in the coming year, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all sort of aspects where you want to be and stuff like that. So that may well be playing on your mind at the moment. That's a natural sort of rhythm within your life. So we're going to be looking at your chakras, your aura, and going through your weekly tarot reading. It's going to be time stamped in the description below. Let's just see what's going on here with your root chakra. Yeah, there's surface stuff that you need to get sorted out. You're running a very tight ship at the moment. Very nice. Looks like you've done some really good foundation work upon yourself, realizations within you, and that could be over the last sort of like 2 or 3 months. In fact, the last year, I think. Looking at your tarot readings over the last year, you have done a lot of work, a lot of self work by the looks of things, and it's showing within your root chakra. There's no doubt about it. It's building a confidence which is not built upon sort of I did it. It's a confidence of building sort of upon I know who I am. So there you can't even shake my foundations. Forget it. That sort of thing. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. Yeah, there is. You're bucking the trend here, Aries. You're really bucking the trend. It's very balanced, very harmonious. I think this ties into the overall energy at the moment as well, because everybody seems to be getting the sacrum and the third eye and the throat chakra, because the third eye and the throat chakra are the same chakra. It tends to be very much in balance at the moment. So it's clear thinking, clear desires, very straightforward and stuff like that. And that could be a little bit of the zeitgeist at the moment, the spirit of the age, as it were. Because when you look outside in the funny February, things are being shot out of the sky and trains are being set on fire to create pollution. Just seems like complete and utter madness. But it is funny February, you know. And a lot of truths are going to come out of all of this, and it's going to make for a really good magical March. And then when we look out in this world around us, it's kind of like people are sort of generally, it's a kind of going, wait and see. I'm not going to stick my head out too far. You know, I'm just going to keep on with my little paths and that sort of thing. The major changes are looking at in the solar plexus and the heart chakra now. We were talking about a fusing between these two chakras. And what we're going to try and do is that I can still see that fusing. I will go into an update on that on the monthly readings, which will be coming out next week, on the individual signs and also our collective. But here we're going to just sort of come in and bring it down to a personal level. So let's just see what's going on here in your solar plexus. Here. This ties more into the material world, more into your sort of passions in a way, your connection, your confidence, your courage, and everything like that. And that you seem to be in connection with your raison d'etre, with your righteous energy in a way. Here is where the solar plexus here is very well connected to that vertical energy going through. There's a lot going on. Everything seems to be in order within you in regards to the world around you. And it's now a case of it's waiting for that moment to go, okay, and let's spring into action. And that will be your birthday period. So there is quite a lot of patience here for you, Aries, and that may well be that learning curve this month up to your birthday. Being patient about it. You've done the training, you're ready, you're waiting for that gun to sort of like fire to sort of the race is off and running. And you're sort of, it's just that moment before the race, that sort of like stage nerves in a way. that is coming through you. So it may play a little bit with your stomach system. So, you may get a bit of sort of bloated stomach or sort of stomach cramps and that sort of thing. Simply because there's a lot of energy there and it needs to have some sort of outlet. But at the moment, it doesn't seem to be defined what that outlet is. Well, it's not that it's not defined, but it's the opportunity. That's more like it. The opportunity is not here, and it's waiting for that release moment. And I think it's coming. It's certainly coming, but it's not quite there yet. And you're just still building that energy within you. Let's just see what's going on your heart chakra. Okay, there's a lot of connection with people around you. Now, this is also this is within your relationship side and also within your work side. This is not twin flame connection. This is a connection in a very networking sort of sense, connecting sense with groups, with family, friends, community. Now, connecting with the people that you work with, the larger sense of the people that you work with. So not just the direct colleagues that you speak to every day. It's also the sense of being part of something that's much bigger than just the individual. That's what it seems to be. There is, however, a petal in the middle, and this is what corresponds with your twin flame, which seems to be inwardly looking. And normally this could be a really not a nice experience. And some of you may well be experiencing that, but the feeling I get from it and the energy that comes out of it is more one of retrospective rather than this is the end of something, or this is a very painful experience. It may be because within the last month, that's when we really look at our relationships, our emotions, what we want to be experienced in the way of an emotional sort of sense in the future. And that sort of, it's playing inwards. It seems to be like you're finishing off. It's like you've made a great, beautiful cake. And the cake, which is the beautiful part about it, is it the sponge bit in the middle? Is it the cream? Is it the I'm giving away my sort of favourite cakes really. But is it the icing? Is it the outside? Is it the in French you call it a nappe? Glazing of the cake. Is it the outside aspect and stuff like that? And I think you're finishing off the cake. You're making this masterpiece of a year come to a conclusion where you can really make some serious leaps and bounds in the going future. And you're examining this last bit of heart energy, this within you. As you go forward, we will come back to that. Let's just have a look at what's going on in your third eye and your throat chakra. That seems to be very much in harmony on this side, as in like the sacrum. On the sacrum, as I said, you were bucking the trend. I didn't explain why, I think, but you've got the social side, which is a bit more sort of active than the work side, actually, which is bucking the trend at the moment. So and that plays out in your heart as well when you're making these sort of connections. And when you're in the third eye in your throat chakra, you're getting back to the more traditional sort of sense where the third eye is slightly prouder than the throat chakra. So it's slightly larger than the throat chakra, which is a normal at rest sort of position for that chakra there. So it's producing clear thoughts and clear ideas of where you want to take things. Let's see your crown chakra. Now, your crown chakra it's nice, it's well shaped, it's collecting a lot at the moment. So you may feel that you've got a lot on your shoulders in a way. And I think this ties into that heart thing that's going in. It's not bad. You may be just carrying a little bit too much. Let's just have a look at that heart chakra in greater detail now. Here we go. We've got this. This is where the outer section here, this is where it's larger than the rest of it. So that's all that connection with the outside world on your sort of relationship side, and then on your material sort of side, networking and everything like that, and getting passionate about what you do. As we get to the central point here, which tends to be the connection with like the twin flame connection, the couple connection, and everything like that. Yeah, it's going in, but it's not going all the way to the to the center. If it was going all the way to the center, that's when I'll be talking about, sort of relationships that are having very difficult times, that may be coming to an end and stuff like that. You may well be experiencing that, because some people will be, but it may not be as hard to move on from that relationship than you think. For others of you that are just into the introspective, it's really examining, do I like this? Did I like this feeling? Did I like this way of living? Did I like these activities? Do I like these friends, these group of friends? Do you know, it's examining all those sort of things, and it's looking at it in a point of view from your connection to it, rather than how it connects to you, sort of thing. Yeah, what you're looking for out of life, basically. That's what it seems to be. Doesn't seem to be, because the petal that's inside is really bright. It's got a lot of energy because it's reduced. So it's got the same amount of energy but smaller amount of space. So it seems like it's a lot more potent. So there's no danger in that. It's very light. It's very honest and straightforward with you, to be honest. It's also got, it's got that force. So it's not like under pressure. In the sense that it's causing you pain, but it's, it can easily just pull back out to normal space, as it were, at any given point, to just sort of like switch out of that mode to get into that mode of, oh yeah, hi, how you doing, and connecting with people and everything like that. So it's actually really nice. It's a beautiful way of being. You must be proud of yourself, Aries. I've got a few Aries around me, and I tell you what, I've noticed a change in them this year. And it has been phenomenal, quite literally phenomenal, beautifully phenomenal, really nice. Not one instance, trying to see, but not one instance is been in a negative change. It's all been very, very positive. Huge amounts of self-growth, which is really beautiful to see. From an outside point of view, it's, I'm doffing my cap at Aries. Really, you've done a very, very good job. But it seems that, because Pisces has done that as well, and they're next to you, and it seems to be that, and Taurus as well has done that work as well. Do you know what? A lot of signs have done that work. But I do think, that that Aries in particular, you've come on in leaps and bounds. And I think that leaps and bounds is going to be infectious for you going forward. You're going to want to do more leaps and bounds. Let's just see what's going on in your aura here. Yeah, okay, so it's a little bit large at the front, top heavy. So this is where you could feel that sensation of carrying a little bit too much upon your shoulders and stuff like that. So you may find, and it's normal, it's autumn period. I explain it like this: is like leaves dropping down from a tree, and with each leaf that drops down from a tree is a memory of the past year, and as it degrades into compost at the base of the tree, it feeds the dreams, the roots of your tomorrow. And it's a very joyous experience, but it's also tiring for the tree. It brings the sap back down into the root system. And it can be that the branches are a little bit sort of like lupsy-daisy. And you may feel like that a little bit in life. Being a bit top-heavy is not really helping you there. So I would certainly sort of concentrate about getting your emotions and living it purely within you and your body and your being, as it were, rather than in your head. It's good to analyze things and get the logic out of things, but it's also good to live it as well. At that stage, you've got to start trying things out a little bit. Not necessarily this week, but I think that's going to lead into it the following week. You're going to sort of start, just tasting things to see which ingredients you want to put in that cake in the future, that sort of thing that seems to be going on. But actually, in general, overall, above that, the energy is really nice. It's very calm. It's very solid. It's very consistent. So yeah, really, really nice sort of energies for you. Very dynamic. in different ways, not necessarily dynamic as in going like a bat out of hell, but very dynamic in the way that it's got a lot of width, depth, and space in it to be explored here. Really good work going on for you, Aries. Really, really nice. Let's just get into your weekly reading here. Let's just see what the overall energies that's going to be coming through for you. Let's just see what that is there. Oh yeah, so the overall energies is inspirations coming from the outside world, sort of off the wall, sort of. And as I say, there's a lot of depth, a lot of scope, a lot of space within you, within that dynamic energy structure that you have. So you can examine things that you wouldn't normally examine. So you may find things that come up in your life that kind of come out of left field, come out of a little bit sort of unseen, sort of like, wow, passions that you've evoked inside you didn't even know existed. And it's walking away from those woes and troubles. That's what it's going to produce within you. And it's going to open up doors of new passions and stuff like that. Let's see what's going on your relationship side. Here's your karmic mission: being a kid, exploring, playing with that fire, playing with that energy that you do have in your solar plexus that just needs to be, ready to kick off and ignite. But it is that childlike learning thing. And when we're childlike learning, we learn a lot. When we adult learn, we learn like precision in a way. But as kids, we learn the big, bold strokes and kind of, wow, look at that, sort of scenario. And I think that's what you've got to explore as well within that heart energy that's coming through you. Yeah, as I said, this is what the universe is offering to you. The King of Cups, exactly that. You've got a control over your emotions. You're in a really beautiful place. There's nothing untoward within your energies. There may be things that you may be looking at that could well be painful, but at the same time, you've got this easygoing, happy-go-lucky energy, which, to be honest, let's be honest, Aries, is not really you. Normally, you're a pretty feisty characters. You're righteous. And if you know about the history of Aries, you can find that in your book, by the way, which is linked in the description below. But the history of Aries is about that, doing the right thing, and doing it with passion and vigor. But at the moment, the universe is sort of saying, easy, take it easy, shoot in the breeze, relaxing, enjoying the connection with other people around you. It's all about the heart. It's examining that heart. That's exactly what I was saying here. This is offerings coming in from your guides as much as you are offering out as well. You're tasting things. This is what should be happening around you in your regards to your relationships and your emotions. Enjoying the exploration of the heart chakra, and it's going to marry the body, mind, and spirit. You've got some really lovely cards here. Absolutely amazing. That wants to come out as well. Could actually, some of you could be sort of like, one of the things you might well be contemplating is marriage, moving in with someone, investing in a relationship and stuff like that, in a physical level. And that could well be for some of you happening at the moment. But it is this Empress card is the realization of giving birth to a new cycle. The world, where everything, it's a portal, it's going through a portal, and it's realizing that within you. And that conversation kind of going, do you know what, I've done this good work. I feel good about this. I feel differently about this. I have a different type of relationship with these people that I had before. It's much more beautiful, much more easygoing. It allows you to express yourself a lot more. And if you feel those moments in your life, explore them. Push them to the limits. They become your life, basically, and your interaction with other people. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Here's the karmic message for this. This is also a bit of a leap of faith and an exploratory sort of thing. And this is where it kicks in with the solar plexus as well. Everything is in place, and it's just waiting for that click in a way. And I think that click will come when you, like that Ace of Swords, when you put yourself a little bit in out of your comfort zone, and it's gonna be enjoyable, not testing, but opening your eyes and your possibilities for the future. There is loads of gifts coming in from the universe. If you do this, if you do open up and start exploring avenues of life that were not normally within your scope and within your professional field, the universe is going to back you up and sort of saying, I'm going to give you more. And all of a sudden, your success or your growth within your job or your business or your just personal projects are going to be exponential. It seems like it's going to be one gift that's sort of like a one opportunity that leads on to another bigger opportunity and bigger opportunity, and before you know it, you could be in an amazing place. Yeah, it's a lot of young energy as well we've got here. We're now with 2 pages, but it's being backed up on this side by the emotional stability of the King of Cups, who's doing a lot of work underneath and making for plain sailing. And this Page of Cups on this side is almost as if like the guides are trying to offer you with these hands here. This is what the guides are offering you. That heart there. So this is what they're offering you on both sides. The same thing they're offering you on both sides. And this here on this Page of Cups, you can get lost a little bit in the heady dreams of what this could lead to. It could lead to really, really big things. And being in control of your emotions in a way will help you to seize the day and seize that moment amazingly. And it's coming into you. It's not quite there. You haven't quite, the feet are not quite on the ground yet. There is still this leap of faith action going on within you. And so it hasn't sparked that solar plexus as yet. I think that's coming up in the next sort of like 2 or 3 weeks. But it's almost giving you that, what would be called like canapes or amuse-bouche, which means like amusing in your mouth, playing with your mouth in the way of taste. That's what it comes from in French. And this is what's happening here. You're in the hors d'oeuvres section of your life before you can eat that cake that I was talking about for pudding. And it's opening up doors and opening up the taste buds within your mouth, within your life. The whole idea of opening up to new possibilities, and new tastes and new experiences. And as you do, you're going to be able to, I think that's coming through within the conversation with you, sort of saying, as you talk to yourself within that internal conversation, it's almost a sort of saying, say that this is what you like. So when you eat that thing and it's all new and you're going, oh, do you know what? What is that? Peanut butter and Marmite? Wow. That's amazing. I don't know if you know what Marmite is. You obviously know what peanut butter is. But Marmite is a very particular taste. You either love it or you hate it. But it's expressing that that joy or within you is going to help you progress on your career path, on your business, on your projects, in your personal life. It's going to really it's going to make that leap of faith become some situation where it's going to lead to actually a lot of benefit within your life, in your material life. Okay, what's the overall outcome going on here? 2 of Pentacles. It's gradually concentrating you onto the view of what you want to be doing in the future, so that you're no longer wasting your time. That's what we do in learning. When we're learning, we invest in this, we invest in that, we see about this, we see about that, we feel this, we feel that. And then once we learn, then we know to put our feelings into this, or we invest in this and do this. And it seems to be coming to clarification within you, to be clear about how you're going to be doing this next year. And you're almost going to have a stage where I think in the week or 2 weeks before your birthday, you're going to feel like you're on holiday in a way, that you've taken all the pressure off you. Is that what's coming through? The Empress, twice up, a new cycle coming your way. The ultimate connection with the trilogy, with body, mind, and soul. You're going to be living your life by the looks of things. And the devil is very similar. It's very similar to the Fool card in a way. It's the devil's offering up their light to your path, and it's also in a negative way. It can be an obsession like drug abuse and stuff like that. But here, I think it is an obsession about living life. I think it's a really, really good card for you there. And the Four of Wands. I did say that some of you might be getting married because that sort of Four of Wands was coming out and about. That may well be the idea, that you're concreting that sort of thing, and it's helping you to focus your energy and your time onto certain things and not others. But it's going through a portal and going through a new cycle, which being prepared within the Empress cards that we can see there. Absolutely great reading, Aries. Really great to see you here and doing this and living it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. We did do some energy masterclasses on this channel as well, which you'll be able to find. We're going to be doing as well live healing and tarot reading, where you can ask a question and we can answer the question through the cards on the live reading. To get the notification of when that's going to be on the Sunday evenings, you're going to need to click that bell as well as subscribe, so you get the notification, so you know exactly what time we're going to be putting out, going live, so then you can be there and you can ask the questions, and it would be great to have you there. In the meantime, Aries, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.